So you want to be careful about your choice of media and the kinds of video games you play. All it takes for you to be hypnotized is to enter into an alpha state and you become open to suggestion, even if you're aware of what may be going on around you. This is why TV commercials can be so effective. I never knew. Right then. Moving on. The next level of consciousness is the theta state. When you're asleep and dreaming, you're in the theta state. Also, if you're meditating or you're under hypnosis, the theta state is the state of visions.
Like Cary Grant?
Excuse me?
Like Cary Grant. I had a vision that Cary Grant was in my bathroom. He was wearing bunny slippers and holding a sailfish. What does it mean?
What? I'm not really qualified to answer that for you. That's not what I do. Besides, it's a little off topic. You might want to ask a specialist about that one, though. Moving on. The fifth state of consciousness is the delta state. This is the state of dreamless sleep. When you're in delta, you are out. You're completely unaware of what's going on around you. Your cells rejuvenate and you wake up feeling young and refreshed. Well, this is why they call it beauty sleep. You may have heard the story of how a surgeon was able to remove a patient's thyroid without anesthesia, using only the benefit of hypnosis. Now, mind you, the patient was highly susceptible to hypnosis to begin with, and the surgeon hypnotized him into a delta state. This is about the time when the medical community began to take hypnosis seriously. The American Medical Association has endorsed the use of hypnosis for certain medical applications and health benefits. Now let's take a look at binaural beat frequencies and how they relate to the topic of hypnosis. Each state of consciousness corresponds with a certain brainwave frequency. Just like sound or light, the brain vibrates at specific measurable frequencies, and these frequencies can be measured in cycles per second, or hertz. And just like a piano string responds to a tuning fork, your brain can be attuned to a certain frequency, literally changing your state of consciousness. This is done using an audio signal, or rather two signals.
Excuse me. So sorry. Are you hypnotizing me right now?
No, not at all.
But I'm listening to your voice and you are a hypnotist. Are you manipulating me? Are you doing that right now?
Nope. Just talking. Okay, I'll explain. Here's how it works. About 150 years ago or so, scientists discovered that if they played a certain sound in one ear and a different sound in the other, the brain of the listener would combine the two sounds and interpret the result as a completely different frequency. In other words, the brain would have to work in order to hear the sound at all. The difference between these two sounds can be stipulated in such a way that it acts on the brain like a tuning fork, and it brings about the desired level of consciousness. Now, these two sounds are called binaural beat frequencies, and they have specific properties. Even though this technology was discovered some time ago, it wasn't until the 1950s and 60s that it was studied with any serious application for everyday use. The Monroe Institute and others like them were especially effective in coming up with new ways to use binaural beat frequencies. Binaural simply means two ears. Bi, two, aural, ears, hearing. The thing is, binaural beats will only work with the use of headphones.
Excuse me, and earbuds?
Yes, sure. Earbuds will work. So we'll simply sitting directly in between two audio speakers with the speakers placed near each side of your head. Today, we use binaural beats to help people reach their desired state of consciousness for meditation and hypnosis. For most people, hypnosis combined with binaural beat frequencies makes for a powerful, safe, and effective combination. Binaural beats aren't for everyone, especially people who suffer from seizures or have an irregular heart condition. Anyone who has a chronic health problem should check with their doctor before they start on a program that uses binaural beats. However, a guided visualization or other hypnosis audio that makes use of binaural beats can be just as effective by listening without the use of headphones, using a simple ambient playback. Binaural beats are really powerful. They help you build new synapses in your brain, literally creating a new neural network and helping you reason at a higher level. Besides all the benefits associated with hypnosis and meditation, this technology is valuable for overcoming depression, anxiety, focus issues, anger management, and self-esteem issues. The applications in everyday life are limited only by the imagination. That's our look at hypnosis.